After spending minutes and hours of preparing this soup, that's where you feel like eating the correct, authentic food. As you say, very interesting. Visit Africa and you know what's up. There's a lot to learn and to see and to verify and to discover. Yeah. Yeah, so now we are sieving for the second time, and this is the process of making palm nut soup. Okay. So before this modern ones came, this was how we used to prepare our palm nut soup. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so we have the remaining over here.
Two cars. One coming from here, yes. Another coming from Brian Johnson. That's going us.
Hey, I agree, Kada. No, I agree.
School now. But tell me I can about it. I'm in a minute. About tell me I'm a
Hello brothers, sisters, how y'all doing? This your boy Cooking with Sindaco, and I'm back again. But before we start, if today is your first time watching, kindly subscribe to YouTube channel and turn on notification bell so you'll be notified when video like this drop. And please don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram as well. Cooking with Sindaco. Yeah, let's do this. So today we are preparing one of the greatest soup in Ghana, but the authentic and the traditional local food, Abenkwine, palm nut soup, that's the English name. So this food is one of the greatest and it's among the first 5 or the first 3 food in Ghana. So some backyard and garden be. We want contemporary for the soup. Alright. It's always good to get some fresh ingredients for your soup or for your food. So we went to market to get our fresh ingredients for the soup and very simple and basic things that you need. Yeah, so to start everything, we first need to boil our palm nuts, okay? And the palm nut is the main source, okay? It's the main source or is the main product that's going to give us the soup. We have our palm nut being washed together nicely. We have our turkey berries and fresh pepper as well. So we wash everything separately and nicely. Then we tie the turkey berries and the pepper together. So we now add water to it, then we put it on fire for about 20 to 25 minutes. It should be okay. Yes, so now that we have our palm nuts on fire, we now move to the preparation of other stuff. Okay, so this is apofe. Please, I don't know the English name for this soup, for this thing, apofe. What I know is called shosho. Yeah, so we have apofe and we have our herring as well. Very strong fish that can be used for palm nut soup. Yeah, we have our eggplants, our tomatoes, our onion. All these things are natural stuff that will boost the soup to a different level. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, so we start by washing our tomatoes and all these things, and this will be the setup or the foundation of the soup. Okay, so we have our herring and tomatoes being placed in the pot. We have our eggplant or aubergine, okay, being divided into 2. Because normally when you are doing palm nut soup, you need aubergine inside. Palm nut soup without aubergine is not a palm nut soup. Trust me. Yeah. Okay, so everything being set and done, then we're waiting for the palm nut to get ready. We now wash our mortar and pestle that will be used to pound the palm nut. Okay. Yeah, so after 25 minutes to 30, our palm nut is ready, and as you can see, turkey berries and pepper is being set aside. Now we have to sieve the palm nut because there's water under it. So you sieve so that you only have the nut. So you pour the nuts inside the mortar, then you start to pound. Yeah, this is the traditional way of making the correct, authentic, great palm nut soup. Yeah, Orkodo. The water has been placed on fire because we need this hot water to mix the palm nut when it's ready.
Yeah. Huh?
Palm nut is ready, and we pour them inside the pan that we use for the mixing. Okay, then we continue to pound the rest or the remaining.
Okay, so now she's adding the remaining water to the ready made or to the ready pounded palm nuts. Okay, a ben quine.
So the water that was used to boil the palm nuts has been poured inside the pan or the pot, and yeah, now everything is okay. So we'll be doing our first mixing. So the water will be cold water mixed with hot water. That will prevent the oil from slipping.
Okay, so now we are mixing the hot water with the cold water so that the oil will not be solid or will not slip. Look at it, yeah, direct translation. I'm going on that. The oil will not slip. So after squeezing the mefi, which is the skin, we can repound it again to have the second phase or the liquid from the nut, yeah, from the palm nut.
So while doing the mixing, you make sure that you take or you separate aside the palm kernel, okay, because you don't need them, or you need them later for a different kind of oil. So after everything, you try to sieve, yeah, the first phase of the sieving.
You have to sieve this for 2 times to have the finest or the smooth liquid, right? Because we don't want all the excess to be inside the soup. Yeah. Yeah, so now we are sieving for the second time, and this is the process of making palm nut soup. So before this modern ones came, this was how we used to prepare our palm nut soup. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, so we have the remaining over here. So it goes back inside. Tack. So this is the second time that we are pounding the skin. Palm nut soup is one of the greatest food or soup that we have in Ghana. If you come to Ghana, one of our major soup is palm nut soup. You can't mention all the names without leaving palm nut soup. Impossible. Yeah, so it's a traditional food and a local food as well. So anytime you visit Ghana, I'll tell them that I want to try palm nut soup, and trust me, you love it. Yeah, and this goes mostly with fufu. Yeah, fufu, cassava and plantain mixed together, fufu and kokonte as well. You can also have gari. You mix gari with hot water or warm water then. Yeah, and rice balls as well.
So now that we have our soup on fire, we now start to blend or grind our pepper and teki berries in the local blender. You know, sanka poyoyo. Yeah, now we mix our second pounded, what do you call it, mefi. Yeah, we try to squeeze everything out from it to have the second phase of the abes. Yeah, Orkodo. Is
Yeah, so now you see it's transparent, like there's no food in it or no juice. Yeah, there's no palm juice in it. Everything is transparent now. So this, you can dry it, and when you want to light up your charcoal, you use this to light your charcoal to make fire. Yeah. So this natural way of preparing soup is been there for ages, and yeah, the steps and the procedure has never changed, because our forefathers used to do the same thing, and they say tradition goes on, you know, keep soap bar.
So now that we have finished pounding everything, we do the second sieving for the second pounding. Okay, so now we add everything to the fire as well, so that the soup will be one unique soup. Okay, not separate. Yeah, so we do the second sieving again, and now we have the total soup on fire. Yeah, you see how reddish the thing looks like. This abenkwan. You see the old veggie on top of the surface. So now we take some of the soup aside because it's full. So if you don't take it aside, and when it starts to boil, it will overflow and it will go inside the fire. So you take some and set it aside. So whilst it shrinks or whilst it's reduced, then you bring them back. We now chop our backyard contombre. We chop it in slices, then we'll be using it for the soup. Now the turkey berry is ready. We take a bit of the soup, then we mix it, then we bring them back to the soup again. So this, turkey berries, the nutrients and the potential that it has, it will just boost the soup. Anyway, we'll boost into a different level. Yeah. Then we add the remaining to the soup as set aside, so that will also have a beneficial of the stuff. It's now time to wash our meat or fish, then replace them inside the soup. So we have our tuna or opoku, okay, divided into two. Then that goes inside the soup. Yeah, we also have our mackerel, popularly known as Simon. Yeah, and corn. Yes, I been break into pieces and washed nicely, and now it's also going inside. Yeah, so we're on the steps and gradual process for making of the palm nut soup. Yeah. So it's now time to wash our other meat that will be added to the soup. Yeah, so we have our wole, pomo. At the same time, to the tomatoes is ready, and we start by grinding them in the Sindaco yo-yo. Yeah,
it's reducing, so we need to bring back the one that was kept aside. Bring them back to the main chamber. Ben Kwan Papa, Bagre Wenfa, Jack, my favorite too. What's up?
So one of the meat that you definitely need to get in your palm nut soup is the salted shark or the tantra, kaku or mamani. Man, these things will give a different flavor to your soup. Yeah. We have our tomatoes also, and now we'll be washing our contombre by adding a salt and a bit of water to kill the germs or the bacteria in the contombre. Yeah. Yeah, so after washing the contombre, we now add them to the soup. Yeah, this is palm nut soup with contombre. This is not spinach, this is proper contombre. Yeah, so contombre is being added, and now you add our tomatoes, just grinded tomatoes to it. Okay, tomatoes was first steamed, and now we just grinded it. So we add everything to the soup, and it's very necessary. You need tomatoes inside your soup. So everything added. We take a quick stir and look how the soup look like. We have the oil already on the surface. Wow.
So the palm nut soup is on process. Anyway, everything's on point. Contombre has been added. Abrofon from spinach. This is proper contombre. So we are now adding our salted fish and the cow skin. And apofe, I don't know the name, so don't ask me the English name of apofe. I don't know.
So it's now time to add the meats and the shosho and the apofe and everything, the salted shark, everything inside the soup. Okay, this is the final step and the final process that everything go inside, and the soup will be on fire for about 15 minutes, let's say that way. Yeah, depending on the temperature of your fire. Okay, yeah, so this is our soup, palm nut soup abenkwan, and I hope you like the video. A very interesting step that you can also follow the same thing to have authentic and a great soup for yourself. And palm also produce oil. Yeah, so when your soup is ready, you can take you can take some of the oil out, so that you not be drinking so much oil. So look at the quantity of oil that we've taken from the soup. Yeah, a lot. Yeah, so thanks for watching. If you like this video, kindly subscribe to the YouTube channel and turn on notification bell so you'll be notified when new video drops. Follow us on Facebook as well, Cooking with Sindaco. Tell a friend and tell a brother. Share, comment, like. Yeah, let's do this again. Yeah, I'm out.